Hey, what's up, Tech Boston Respect Academy, grades 6, 7, and 8. I am out here in the Tech Boston parking lot. I'm gonna put together probably a 4-minute video to try and get us ready for Monday, but 4 minutes is not enough. When I say Monday, it could be Monday, it could be Thursday of next week, but we're gonna be reopening these doors here for a lot more students. About 50% of our students are coming back as hybrid, which means some days they'll be home and some days they'll be in school, and 50% will continue to do what they've been doing, learning online. So I want to make sure that the 50% coming back, grades 6, 7, 8 respect, are ready. And I know a lot of you have never been to Tech Boston before, so I want to get that part right. And then I know none of you have been dealing with what it's like to be at Tech Boston during COVID with social distance, sanitizing our hands, asking permission to go everywhere, escorted. There's a lot to learn to get this right, to keep us safe. That's the main point here. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna be here, we're gonna be more. But to do those things, we gotta be safe. First things first, new to Tech Boston. Tech Boston is a big building. Don't worry about all that. Because if you're arriving in the morning, this is our school. This is respect on this side. So if you're returning or new, just know, come through the parking lot, or you're coming up over that hill from Ashmont Station, and we're gonna come up this way to our school. The next thing I need you to know, we're keeping that social distance game going when you arrive in the morning. This isn't time to get hugs and talk about all the great things you've been up to. It's not gonna be misery. We'll play music, we'll have happy faces, we'll interact. But I've laid out all these hula hoops. I don't know if you can see them. But the point of this whole setting of hula hoops is that 6 feet of social distance to keep us safe. So when you arrive, if you're arriving between 7:15 and 7:30, we're gonna ask you to wait in one of these spots. Mr. Sheffield, Miss Brunel, Miss Murray, Mr. Scudder, Mr. Casado, a bunch of teachers. We'll all be out here too to tell you where to wait and to interact and check in and say we miss you. We're also going to give you an opportunity to come over here. What this is one of those food bags. We'll have spread out some breakfast food for you. So if you'd like to have breakfast before going in the building, because it's safer to eat outside than inside, please do that. Make sure that all the trash ends up in a trash can. So the first part here is just welcoming you to school. If you don't know your homeroom, find out your homeroom, because that's going to be important. Reach out to your student support coordinator. They're also going to be outside reminding you, because that homeroom is the room you're going to be in for the rest of the day. Part 2 out here, just jumping in, is the important things you're going to need to come to school before you even come to school, right? I already talked about that. That's my social distance stick. That's 6 feet right there. Ventilation. This is actually a jacket, a coat, right? A winter coat. Dress warm, because all our windows are going to be open. That's your Chromebook, and that's a charger. Both of those things are very important, right? Bring your Chromebook, bring your charger to school. Charge it overnight so it's ready when you get to school, because we do not have a lot of wall sockets. And one more important step before we get started. Before you leave your house in the morning, right? You're gonna do this check, right? Before leaving for school each day, check to see if you have any of the following symptoms. If you're coughing, chills and fever, difficulty breathing, sore throat, loss of taste and smell, or body and muscle pain, you stay home and you're still in school. Your lessons online. You're doing what you were doing today when I filmed this, which is what, Tuesday. You're doing what you did today. You're just going to class online. Do not ever come to this building if you're feeling sick. You get to stay home and get the same grade. You'll get an A for staying home, just like you would have had an A if you weren't feeling sick and came to school. And the other part, always up over your nose, covering your whole face at all times. When you arrive on the school property and until you leave, at least you have to have a mask on, always. We'll talk to you about the rules of a few other moments where the mask might come off, but math, language arts, science, social studies, specialty, traveling in the hallways, heading to the bathroom, mask, mask, mask. Sitting in class, doing your work, Mask, 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 always. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, we're gonna head into that building. All right, so much for 4 minutes. When I go a little bit long. But round 3, the last round, I'm gonna take you through the building, remembering that social distance game. Remembering that mask, I put my mask back up, hold up. You're gonna come in, you're gonna notice one-way hallways. This is very important. One-way hallways. I cannot go to Miss Milton's room by walking that way. I gotta go this way, I'll explain. Bring in a water bottle if you need a water fountain. There are rules. Also, all over the building is hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer. Memories of the past. All right, you're gonna come in. If you haven't had breakfast outside, you'll come here and grab a breakfast, and we're gonna head to homeroom. Once again, one-way hallways. I'm going to Miss Martin, 109 today, so I'm in the right hallway. Anyone in Miss JB's room? All right, this is what it felt like going down this hallway back in the day. Make sure there's 6 feet of separation. Say hi to Miss Moskowitz. You keep walking. One-way hallway. We're not using lockers. I repeat, we are not using lockers. Going this way. Now, this is important. If I was going to Miss Milton's room, 126, I could cross here instead of going all the way to the end. I can only go this way if no one else is in the hallway. If someone's coming across, I wait for them, then I come around, and I would head down to Miss Milton's room. But for today, I'm going to room 109. Bathrooms. We're almost there, people. Stick with me. Stick with me. This is going to be very important. Reminder, that mask is on. You're going to come in the room. Your teacher will greet you. That's Miss Martin. For all rooms. Workstation. 6 feet away. Workstation. 6 feet away. Workstation. 6 feet away. Work. 6 feet. 6 feet. And we're going to spend our time in this room 6 feet apart at all times with our mask on, Chromebook on the table, okay? Miss Martin, science is gonna end. When your science class is over, your social studies teacher is gonna come to you and you're gonna stay in these seats. Your math teacher is going to come to you in your homeroom and you're gonna stay in these seats. Your English teacher is gonna come to you in this room. So we need that Chromebook battery to hold up because you're gonna be in this room from 7:30 until 12:15. If you happen to have gym class, art class, or robotics, we will find a way to give you that walk and get to those classes in a safe way, a socially distanced way. Reminder, check this out. Today's a pretty good day, but we've had some freezing cold days. Our windows are open to keep the ventilation. Our doors are open to keep the ventilation. We even have these air purifiers running in all of our classrooms to help with ventilation, because ventilation protects us from COVID, which protects us from getting sick, which prevents us from getting hurt or hurting a family member. Another thing that helps always, like I said, plenty of sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is in every room. Keep using it. We got paper towels, we got disinfectant to spray on our tables. Use it when you need to. Bathroom. All right, 4.5 hours in a room is a long time. You need the bathroom. The teacher's gonna call this hotline. We always have to call and report who's going, what time they're going, and Mr. Scudder, Mr. Casado, myself will be out in the halls monitoring. We can only have one person out at that bathroom at a time. Not in your homeroom. Throughout our program, one male student, one female student. So you might be asked to wait a few minutes, but we'll get you there, no problem. We're just keeping it safe. So, I'm alone in here. I know I've said a lot. This is exciting. It's only gonna get better, right? Getting 50% of you back into this building is huge. As the months go by, we're gonna have more opportunities to do things in school, outside of school, and together, and we're gonna keep growing together. Some of the best grades students have ever had, some of these A's and B's, are happening with students who are learning remotely and are staying remote. So don't feel bad about that at all. If you're remote, you're not missing out on anything because you're getting those grades. If you're coming with us and being part of this challenge to get this school back up and running, Just follow all those rules that we talked about. Calm, cool, collected. 6 feet of social distance. Put that mask back on, Cleary. Do the right thing. Calm, cool, collected. And I didn't write this, but I see it. We rise together. TBA, Bear Pride. Beautiful, Miss Martin.